Hello, welcome back to my kitchen. Hey, I'm so glad you're here. Tonight I'm making a easy weeknight meal that you could prepare for your family in just no time at all. I'm going to make pizza tater tot casserole. My son sent me this recipe. Actually, my son sends me recipes every day. He loves to cook too, and he loves food just like I do, and sometimes I make his recipes that he sends me, sometimes I don't, but tonight we're going to make this and we're going to enjoy it together for dinner, and I just want to bring you along and maybe something that you could make for your family. So let's get started, and I just want to say thank you for joining me. I'm very blessed to have you, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this meal turns out. Like I said, we're going to be browning this ground beef in a skillet, and then we're going to add the rest of the ingredients after that's done, and we've drained the extra fat off and grease off of that. All right, like I said, we're going to brown this ground beef in this skillet, and just going to use this tool to chop it up and get it as fine as possible. Okay, the meat is just about done. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of salt to this ground beef. I'm going to add about a teaspoon of salt and about a half teaspoon of black pepper. About a half teaspoon of garlic powder. And a little bit of onion powder. You're going to stir that up really well with a little chopper here. And there's not a lot of fat in this ground beef, so there's not really anything to drain. It's pretty lean. I'm just about done with that. I'm going to let that brown just a few more minutes. Just a couple more, and then I'm going to add my other ingredients. Okay, so here you could add pepperoni, any kind of other meat that you wanted. I'm going to add some chopped up ham to my ground beef. But I'm going to keep it simple tonight, and then we're just going to have a salad to go with it. So now I'm going to add my sauce. We're going to stir in the ham just a little bit. It's all browned. It looks delicious. Got all our spices mixed in. And now I'm going to add my favorite pizza sauce. And I'm going to be honest with you. It's Chef Boyardee. It reminds me of my childhood. My mom would make the Chef Boyardee pizzas. I love it. So that's what we're going to go with tonight. You could actually make your own. And this is a 14-ounce can of pizza sauce. And we're just going to pour it into this skillet with the ground beef and stir that in. I want to reduce my heat to low and just let that simmer for just a minute while I get my tater tots ready. Okay, now let's get our tater tots in the oven. Like I said, this is so simple. Your kids are going to love it, and it will be a good hearty meal for them. All right, we're going to put our tater tots on this baking sheet, and we're going to put it in a 425-degree oven. It's been preheated, and they're going to bake until they're crispy. Just spread them out evenly. You don't want them overlapping. Okay, now that our sauce is ready and the tater tots are in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and slice up some cheese. So we're going to layer on top of the ground beef and sauce mixture, we're going to put a layer of sliced cheese. Then a layer of the tater tots, and on top of that, some shredded mozzarella. So let's go ahead and get our cheese ready. Let's get our cheese ready. And then when the tater tots are ready, we're ready to put it together. Stick it in the oven, and it'll be ready in about 30 minutes. You know, you could buy sliced cheese and you could buy shredded cheese. I always just do my own. You just want enough to layer on top of the ground beef. You probably want about 2 cups. While I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of Parmesan to that. I'm going to be careful using these graters. I have injured myself. Okay, we're ready to put this together. I'm pulling the tater tots out of the oven right now. I'm going to set those aside right over here on the stove until I'm ready for them. All right, they're hot, so I'm going to let them cool for just a minute. All right, we're going to layer our cheese over the top of our sauce. And there's no special way to do this. Just layer those slices over the top. Okay, now we're ready for the tater tots. Just arrange those all around the dish. Now we're going to sprinkle on that cheese. We're going to mix that Parmesan and mozzarella up and just sprinkle it all around the top. You really only need about 8 ounces. You don't want a whole lot of cheese, but we want enough. Okay. So not everyone likes black olives, so I'm just going to sprinkle on half of it, of the dish. We'll have the rest of the olives for the salad. I'm going to preheat the oven at 350 degrees. And I'm going to put it in there for about 25-30 minutes. All right, it's all ready to put in the oven. I didn't put any other toppings on this today. I'm just going to keep it as simple as possible. And you can do that too, or you can be more elaborate with your pizza tater tot casserole. So we'll be finished in just a minute, and we're going to have dinner in a little while. All right, I've got it out of the oven. We're going to let it cool for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to dish it up and have dinner. We're going to toast some bread and have a little side salad, and this will be a wonderful, easy meal for you and your family. So thanks for dropping in, and I am very blessed to have you join me today. So thank you so much.